Cover the stables today. Now the stables, they don't actually show up in the very beginning of the game. In fact, this building won't even be here until you hit, I think it's the second or third session. Now let's go in here. Every single day, you get a free horse, actually twice. Every 12 hours, basically, you get a free recruit. And you can see I've already got some recruitment scrolls up here as well, which you can earn through various different means. And we'll go ahead and buy a couple of these guys. Oh, we got an SSR, which is nice. Now, before we continue too much, let me tell you something about steeds. So, I know in your in your hero bag here, steeds don't quite function the same way. Like, for example, you can get duplicates of the same character and you'll have, of course, two of them show up. It doesn't work that way with steeds, and this actually confused me a little bit in the beginning of the game. Let's see here. Let's go into the actual event, and as you can see, so we just got another SSR, and normally it would show up here at the bottom like this. You are a horse. I just got him, so I need to rank him up and level him up and so forth, and then he'll start climbing up the ladder. But yeah, if you get a duplicate, which we just did, and it's this guy right here, it won't show up as another horse. Rather, it shows up as like a shard. So you come down here to promote, and you see here, I've got 300 shards of this horse. And that's how it handles duplicates, essentially. And then, of course, you can go ahead and upgrade him through this path right here. So I've got 300. Now, every single step of upgrading is going to cost you about 40 shards if it's level 2. If he's a level 1 star, then it'll cost 20 shards. And if he doesn't have any stars at all, it only costs 10. So, for example, we can go over here to, let's find somebody who's this guy right here. You can see he's a 1 star. It only costs 20 shards to upgrade him. And, of course, you upgrade him by basically completing the horse constellation here. Every single time you advance along this, of course, you get these different benefits. And once you get to the very end, it'll up you a star, which will, of course, increase the overall power and basically activate you onto the next stage, right? So, actually, let's go up here, and we'll go ahead, and you can see this guy getting leveled up. Just advances through the constellation. Yeah, we didn't have enough to complete him. So we'll have to get him one more time to get him on the 3 stars. Now this guy up here, I've already got him 3 stars. As you can see, it now costs 60 shards in order to upgrade him. And we definitely won't be able to complete him this time. So we need to get him one more time in order to do that. And then of course, another way to upgrade your horses, of course, is to feed them. So up here in the upgrade section, you have these various different types of feeds you can give them. And we're going to go ahead and rank him all the way up because he is a UR horse. And I'll put a lot of emphasis into him. Now, there are other benefits that you can get through this right here, which are unlocked. I can't remember how. We won't cover that right this minute. Now, then there's also the hardware that goes with your horse. So his shoes, his stirrups, his saddle, etc., and so forth. And the way, of course, you earn those is by attacking ranches. Same thing with getting grain to feed your horses. You need to attack ranches. Now, down here, go to the bottom. Actually, let's go to the top and see if I have. I do. I have a few. The hardware comes in this way. You got to open it, and then you get it, and then you got to come back down here again. And you can see I've got a couple low-level ones, some mid-level ones. This here is tier 3. And then the purple ones, of course, the tier 4. And you can see here's a whole bunch of different shards to horses that are duplicates that I've gotten. They're just not enough shards there yet to upgrade them. Now, another way to upgrade them is actually through the hero panel itself. Let's see if we got anybody who needs. And this is actually a good way to kind of like organize your horses, because you typically want your best steeds to be in your team one. And that kind of summarizes up the stables. There are obviously some benefits to upgrading your stables. It's an expensive building to upgrade, but it's totally worth it. For example, your steed limit will increase. In other words, it's or steed maximum level, so how hard you can level them up. Your warrant CD recover time will go down. Actually, let's see here. Maximum levels. Also, the building power. I guess this increases the power of your troops, perhaps, overall. So, yeah, recover CD time. That's basically the recovery in your warrant. The amount of warrants that you can purchase, of course, will go up eventually. Right now, I'm in the 20 bracket. You start out only being able to buy 10 additional warrants for 50 gold, and then you buy twice for 50 gold, and it goes up from there. And then, of course, there's your actual limit. This is how much will actually be stored. And with your warrants, of course, you can go and attack stables on the map itself. But that kind of warrants its own video, so we won't cover that today. So that kind of covers this guy here. Here's your warrant amount. As you can see, my quota is almost full. And that's upgrading the building, searching. And, it is kind of annoying a little bit that when I hit steed, it takes me out of the building, and then I have to go back into the building. But, whatever. That's just kind of the way it is. Game developers, if you're watching this, please kind of fix that. Be nice to be able to just go into the building once and then have like different tabs up here that take us to the different parts.